Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Brett. Huge thanks to Brett and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Brett reached out asking for a $250 budget Tiamat deck for his friend Natana. Natana is new to the game but wants to play a 5-color dragon deck. So I wanted to keep this deck fairly simple. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being a convoluted Tiam CEDH deck, and 1 being a Torbrand Stacks deck, I think this one is about a 3. So, sorry Natana, you'll have to think a bit while playing this deck. But don't worry, you'll get used to it. Also, before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Tiamat is a 7-mana 7/7 legendary dragon god with flying. When she enters the battlefield, if she was cast, we may search our library for up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat that each have a different name, reveal them, put them into our hand, then shuffle. This is a nod to the first appearance of Tiamat, way back in Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. All you 5th edition Zoomers, listen up. I'm about to give you a history lesson. Did you know that back in the day, Fireball dealt 1d6 damage per level of the wizard casting the spell? So a level 36 wizard, that was the cap for wizards, and yes, each class had a different level cap, would cast a fireball and deal 36d6 damage? Anyway, someone made the mistake of telling Ed Greenwood, the creator of the Forgotten Realms, that pre-made encounters were too easy, even the ones geared towards high-level characters. So Ed Greenwood came up with a quest. You are summoned before Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon and god of all good dragons, to destroy the Wand of Orcrist. In order to do so, you need to dip it into the heart of Tiamat after she's been freshly slain. After accepting the quest, you are immediately teleported to Tiamat's lair on the first level of Hell. If the players try to teleport away, Bahamut brings them back to his realm, berates them as cowards, then sends them back to the fight. Tiamat summons 5 of her consorts, great worm dragons, one of each of the chromatic type, white, black, green, blue, and red, and if one of them dies, she just replaces them with someone else. She's an evil dragon god, why would she get attached to her consorts? I love how the flavor of Tiamat was put into this card and the lore behind one of the most ancient and powerful nemeses of Dungeons & Dragons. But we're building a commander deck here, so we're going to need a few things other than just dragons. In fact, we should probably check our handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. As I'm sure you've heard by now, this channel is sponsored by Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard is famous for their boulder, and they now have the new Boulderin tray. Designed to carry both your commander deck and enough dice to satisfy anyone but a dice goblin, you can get yours in a variety of colors, like the emerald one seen here. Find out if your local game store carries the Ultimate Guard Boulderin tray, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. One more thing before we get started. I've been streaming Final Fantasy XIV over on my other channel every weekday in the afternoons. If you want to pop in and ask some questions, chat about Commander, or just hang out, you're more than welcome to. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Haven of the Spirit Dragon, Path of Ancestry, Unclaimed Territory, Secluded Courtyard, Bajuka Bog, Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, Broker's Hideout, Cabaret Courtyard, Maestro's Theater, Obscura Storefront, Riveteer's Overlook, 3 Plains, 4 Islands, 4 Swamps, 6 Mountains, and 6 forests make up our fairly budget land base. Sol Ring, Arcane Signet, Orb of Dragonkind, Dragon's Hoard, Chromatic Lantern, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, Ganex Astral Hunter, Wayfarer's Bauble, Sakura Tribe Elder, Solemn Simulacrum, Rampant Growth, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, Migration Path, and Jaheira's Respite make up our rather large ramp package. Some may say that's too much ramp, but remember, dragons are expensive. Sarkhan Unbroken, Sarkhan Fireblood, Ancient Brass Dragon, Ancient Silver Dragon, Dragonborn Champion, Return of the Wild Speaker, Majestic Genesis, Eerie Ultimatum, Temur Ascendancy, and Kindred Discovery make up our card advantage package. Swords to Plowshares, Negate, Terminate, Despark, Boros Charm, Generous Gift, Beast Within, Return to Nature, Commit Memory, and Ashiok Dream Render help to keep our opponents in line. Earthquake, Dam, Crux of Fate, and Ruinous Ultimatum help us to reset the board as needed. Normally, I wouldn't run Ruinous Ultimatum in a 5-color deck, but we've got 2 cards that make our lands tap for any colored mana, so it's fine. Atarka World Render, Beledros Witherbloom, Bladewing the Risen, Dragonlord Kolaghan, Drakuseth Maw of Flames, Earthquake Dragon, Immersturm Predator, Karthus Tyrant of Jund, Kolaghan the Storm's Fury, Lathless Dragon Queen, Miram Sentinel Worm, Numoth the Devastator, Obsidian Charmaw, Rith Liberated Primeval, Scourge of Valkus, Terror of the Peaks, Thrakkus the Butcher, Two-Headed Hellkite, Tyrant's Familiar, and Utvara Hellkite make up the core of our deck. To help close out the game, we're running Dragon Tempest, Bedlam, and Savitri Dragon Master. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 52 mana sources split between 37 lands and 15 pieces of ramp. A little heavy, but as I said earlier, dragons are expensive. 10 pieces of card advantage, plus 2 dragon tutors, 10 pieces of interaction, 4 board wipes, and 3 of them are one-sided, 4 pieces of graveyard hate in Immersturm Predator, Commit Memory, Ashiok Dream Render, and Bojuka Bog, 1 Sudden I Win card in Majestic Genesis. With a 7-mana commander, that means Majestic Genesis digs us 7 cards deep. 1/5 of our deck is instants and sorceries, which means we have about a 55% chance to draw 6 permanents, or an 84% chance to draw 5 permanents. Now, not all of our permanents will be dragons, but we are running 25 dragons in the deck, so there's a better than 50% chance of getting 2. The deck was built with synergy in mind. We want enough board wipes to slow the game to a crawl while we ramp out as many lands and rocks as possible. Then hopefully we'll have enough mana to cast Tiamat and Beledros on the same turn, pay 10 life, untap all of our lands, then cast the other dragons Tiamat summoned. We've also got 4 ways to give all of our creatures haste, so if Natana can get that combo off, there's a good chance she'll win the game right there. Do you have a Tiamat deck? Or did you stick with the classic Ur-Dragon instead? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Daniel, Steve, Kevin, Alex, Cookie, Nick, Borgie, Jake, and Exiled Rogue. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.